Good afternoon. Welcome to the Professor Dor Show. Here is nearly 2 p.m. in Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. Hope your Sunday is doing well. Mine is also doing well. Just looking forward to the new week. Starting from Monday, we build our nation, we hustle, we do nation building as usual. So today I want to talk about something that has been in the Kenyan news recently. The Kenyan government decided to review or reform our education system. Initially, we used to have the 844 system. That is 8 years of primary school, 4 years of secondary school or high school, and 4 years of university. It's called college level. So they changed 844 to the competency-based curriculum. So this is a curriculum that's supposed to be practical, where students are exposed to actual practical work. They are exposed to real life world experiences. They are taught what various careers entail. If you want to be a fireman, you are taught what to be a fireman entails, a doctor, a technician, anything. So it's supposed to be a hands-on education system that is practical, not just theoretical. So the issue was, the other system was very theoretical, but this one is more practical. And more importantly, they are saying it's not supposed to be exam-oriented. Now this is my take. The CBC must be abolished in Kenya. And the reason it should be abolished, because to me, it's a poorly designed system that's going to destroy the future of our young people. First of all, the former system 844, there was nothing wrong with the 844. 844 was like a storied building or a flat that had leaking roofs, poor drainage, and poor electrical connection. So you don't destroy a whole building because of that. You're supposed to repair all those. So that's the content. The 844 had the content was not well designed. People were supposed to be jacks of all trades and masters of nothing. Because when I was doing 844, we did music, art and craft, we did home science, we did so many courses, civic, history. So there were science and agriculture, so it was all over. And that's why people decided to change the system. But to me, it's wrong. The 844 structure, there's nothing wrong with the 844. What they needed to do was work with the content, reform it to be at par with the modern world, how the world is. The world now is digital. If you want to make money and a young man or woman, you have to have skills, new age skills. And as you learn those skills, whether it's a tailor, metalworking, or culinary skills, you have to align it to the digital world. You have to market yourself. You have to know online. You can market your things online. You can showcase your things online. You can start your company online. You know, these days of starting companies and making them, you have an office, are long gone. You can have your company from your own house, from your garage, or from your one single room. And you have clients who are on social media, who have your contacts. Maybe you have your website, you have your social pages, they contact you. These days, when someone wants a product, they can communicate with you through online. They tell you, okay, this is what I want 1, 2, 3, and then you send them. Use courier services. So basically what I'm saying is that the CBC education should be abolished. It's poorly constructed. It's trying to bring the American system to Kenyan system. It cannot work. An education system cannot be minus evaluation. According to the CBC, students are supposed to do one exam. That is after high school. That is, you have 2 years of early childhood education, 6 years of primary, 3 years of junior high, 3 years of senior high, and then 3 years of university or college. But that cannot work. Because there's some courses where, like medicine, engineering, they take even more years. So that system of 2, 6, and then 3, 3 is wrong. We need to revert back to the 844. eight years of primary school, 4 years of high school, and 4 years of college or more if you are doing engineering or medicine. That's how you are going to save our education system. The CBC is going to create students who are robots, who cannot think for themselves. Because they say it's practical. So students they are exposed to swimming pools, I don't know, to laboratories. But how many schools in Kenya have laboratories or swimming pool? Very few academies. In fact, academies in Kenya should be abolished because they're just a way of earning money. Once the public system fails, people create, here in Kenya, they create their own private things. Our bus system failed, we created our own private matatus. Our public hospital failed, we created private hospitals. You see, academies are just a solution for the failure of public schools. So we need to revert back to 844, and then we ensure that we look at the content. What content is relevant to the modern world? What courses are relevant? Because language, let's start with maths, sciences. They call them the STEM. All Kenyan students should be compulsory to learn maths, physics. Those two are compulsory. They can choose anything else, but maths, physics is a must until Form 4. Then this chemistry, biology, they can take. If someone wants to become a doctor, a lab technician, that's when they can go for chemistry. But maths and physics should be compulsory. English compulsory. Kiswahili compulsory. Sign language compulsory. You cannot have like the CBC where it's saying that it's optional. That's why I'm saying the CBC should be abolished. It's trying to create scenarios to make education fun for students. Education is not supposed to be only fun. It should be challenging. Yes, enjoy but challenging. Children, the youth, especially the Z generation, the Z generation, enjoy things that are tough but also enjoyable. When you make things so easy, optional, no one will want. If you're making maths compulsory, students will need focus on methodologies of teaching them well. Because the weakness of STEM or sciences in Africa is poor teaching methods. That's what makes students fear maths. And we need STEM, maths, physics, so that we can compete with the countries like Singapore and South Korea, which we, at independence in 1964, were ahead of them. But now Singapore can sell manufactured things to Kenya, the same with South Korea. Why? Because we neglected our sciences. Sciences are important for the new generation. Students must learn sciences, maths, physics. There's no two way about it. They must learn the languages, English, Kiswahili, sign language. The world is now a small global village. And you cannot compete if you cannot communicate well. That's why I'm saying the CBC must be abolished. So that we revert back to 844, an education system that had a good structure. It's only the content that was wrong. So once we look at the content, 844 is the best system. CBC is just a big mongrel that doesn't know where to go. You say this is a primary school, you put junior high there. There are no classrooms. So it's confusion. What should happen? Each primary school should have a high school. And if it cannot build its own high school because of land limitation, it adopts a high school. I'm sure high schools will have boys only, girls only. So we even suspend that or ban that. It just becomes a mixed school. All high schools in Kenya should be mixed. So that a primary school X has a high school Y. So that all students who graduate from primary school X go to high school X. That's how we're going to change Kenya. So that there's 100% transition. And sciences, they have said maths, physics compulsory. English, Kiswahili, sign language compulsory. Then now we can look at this other thing. But we cannot come and change the education system from 844 to something that we don't understand. Even the people don't know what they're teaching. What we need is an education system that takes Kenya to the next level. Makes us compete with countries like Singapore, South Korea, Malaysia, Thailand, the tiger nations. So this is the Professor Dor show. If you like what I've said, you can send something in the mobile phone there that I've put there. And as I always say, gwaheri, gwaheri ya kuonana, gwaheri.